Hello, my name is Veronica and welcome into my channel. And in today's episode of my ultra mega Altenew haul, we're going to take a look at the Build-A-Flower. And this was a listing that I found had been out there for about 3 weeks, and I came across it. So if this is your first one you're seeing, there are 2 more that are preceding this, and I put it as a playlist on my channel. So if you go to the Couture Crafter, you'll find it there. So come on in and let's go ahead and get started. This was on top, so I'll go ahead and address it while I'm here. There is no stamp set for this. I just have the anemone branch die, and I have the stencils that go with it. And I love how it has a vase in there that you can layer these into. And then I went back and found the Versatile Vases stamp set that also comes with a set of dies and also a stencil. And I thought, well, it would be nice to pair these 2 together. And so when I went and turned this over on the back, I realized there was a die set behind the stencils. I was like, oh yeah, I'm guilty of that. We've done that before, where we bought 2 of something that we had, but there was also another one in there. So there are 3 anemone branch die sets. So 2 of those will go into a D-stash, and then I'll keep these to play around with. Okay, so now let's move on to everything that's in this container, and it is the Build-A-Flower. We're starting with the Flourishing Zinnia. I could handle this. It's not a lot. And then you get the die for that in the flower. We'll see. Sweet Violet. Violets are gorgeous. I'm putting some of those into my garden this year. Oh, then she actually wrote some notes about what to use on that. And you get the dies. Triumph Tulip. I don't know, y'all. I ain't crazy about this. The You Amaze Me. It's hard to read the amaze. I probably do more with the dies than anything. And then they give you the ink suggestions back there. The inspiration guide. Yeah. This one I could do. I could see it being very watercolory. This is the Peony Blossom. I can also see me just stamping this, putting it into my Scan and Cut, and just cutting out tons of these. I do have the Heartfelt Creations Peony one, which I love. I love it, and I have done it with it. But this one may be just a slightly different shape. But why would I do that when I got all these dies on here? But this is when I don't want to have to roll through. I can just stamp this one time, put it through, it'll cut out all of these. And I have a video where you take the paper and you have the opening and you just put this paper back inside and you just keep going up and down, and they're already done, and I don't have to spend a ton of time cutting. Only thing I would probably cut would be those that go around the little ones on the inside, because the Scan and Cut, well, getting up into there would be ridiculous. So that would be a good use for that. Peony Blossoms. The Anemone Coronaria. Again, I can just see myself only using the outlines because that's how I roll. If I'm feeling ambitious, then I could try building one. And on here, they are giving you directions on using the layering guide and what to stamp. And it's these little itty bitty parts that kind of get to me that I'm like, I don't know if I have time for all of that. But this one is a beautiful, beautiful one. This one, Caluya. Yeah, probably no. And then she's made notes on there of using it in the colors. And then of course you get the lovely die. But this Caluya might go into a D-stash pile. Okay. This magnolia is nice. I grew up with a lady next door who had a magnolia tree, and my sister would always go and cut down some of the leaves every year to make swags and things for Christmas, and they're absolutely beautiful. And on here she made a note that there's no dye for this, but it's simple enough to just fussy cut it, and you know me, scan and cut that right on out. Then we have the poppy. I think is that what I was trying to think of for the UK when they do their remembrance? I think they do the poppy. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. It's beautiful. I mean, once you get that in with all the colors and then cut it out, it's gorgeous. We'll see what I can do. And again, I don't think these were ever used. The Peruvian Lily. Now this one I'm a little bit excited about. Face value, it looks simple enough, even though it doesn't have the numbers with it. I think I can figure it out and follow it. And then the dye to get it. And looking at the pictures, it'll help me to figure it out. This dye, this one is from 2018. And again, when you look at the difference between what they have now and what they had back in 2016, 2014, they're very different. So the lady that I got these from, in my last episode, I said she was talking about moving into an apartment. And I was like, you've probably been in your home for maybe 30 years. You don't want to go to an apartment. And my suggestion was that she do whatever she needed to do to remain in her home. This is the Stargazer one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see. Maybe. Snapdragon, I can tell you right now, I probably will not keep this. I'm overwhelmed just looking at it. I'm not ADHD, but my ability to focus just loses it. This is a lot. This is a lot. And then these are the inks. Suggestions. You can do it however you want. It's beautiful, but oh my word. Whew. Okay, moving on, since I probably won't keep that anyway. Coral Charm. Not too bad. I'll probably do the back in this and call it a day. Just like with this and this and call it a day. Or if I stamp this in a really light color and then went over it like a no line thing. Yeah. So that would be great for no line if you just layered those. I don't know. It's beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous. So I, again, was trying to encourage her to stay in her home. This is a dahlia, and she has her son there to help her. And then I encouraged her to get someone to help her. Her daughter lives nearby. And those are the dyes for it. I don't know about this dahlia. We'll see. Because when I look at all these steps that I need to go through to get to there, and I don't know. This is pretty though. But it's pretty. So she was sharing with me some additional changes that she needed to make. This fuchsia, I really don't think I will keep this. I think this will go in a de-stash. I have a fuchsia that I have from Heartfelt Creations that is 3D, and I absolutely love it. I have shared it, I think, in a previous video. But yeah, this is a lot. They do give you, again, the ink suggestions here. This is 2D, and my other one's 3D. So having I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Gardenia. Oh, gardenia is a strong scented for me. I am pretty sensitive to a lot of smells, which is why I keep everything in my inks and markers and things containerized. If you don't believe me, take some of your paints or your stains or your embossing pearls, whatever it is, put them in a container. Let it stay. I'd say give it 48 to 72 hours, if you even need that long. Then take the lid off, and those fumes are going to rush right up your nose, which is why I like using it in open space and keeping them shut off from me. I mean, they're toxins. You know, so many toxins in our environment that I try to do what I can where I can. And keeping those things containerized is one of them. Hawaiian coral. I had a Hawaiian one and something else. Oh, here's that amazing again that I don't like because it's hard to tell. I mean, absolutely. This amazing, y'all, come on. Don't do that. That's not legible. But the Hawaiian coral, which can go with that other Aloha set that came in the project kit. Yeah, that would be good in there. That's pretty. Again, color suggestions. This one is the Parrot Tulips. I do like that they give you the suggested inks to use on that. That's pretty cool. Build-A-Flower Lavender. Although I think this is gorgeous, I don't know if I will be building this. And once you build it, it has a single die for cutting it out. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I had a lovely visit with her. This is a Larkspur. And I do like this. Again, I like the easy to read font. And I love this relax that is down here. That's pretty cool. Sit back and relax. Take some you time. Relax. Rest, recover, relax. I like the sayings on here. And then your two to cut it out. It's beautiful. But we had a lovely visit. She has lots more that she has to go through. She has some of my favorite things. She has Lawn Fawn. She has Spellbinders. She may have gotten rid of a lot of things before I came on the scene with mine. But I did ask for some specific Spellbinder items, and she said that as she goes through and continues to organize and get rid of things, that if she came across that, she would let me know. Because I have a friend who lives around the corner from her. She's probably a 40-minute drive from me, but I have a friend who lives like 6 to 7 minutes away. And I said I would send her over to pick it up. The hibiscus. And I think I have a 3D hibiscus. And so the script on here is a little better to read. Let's bring that in. Yep, a little kindness goes a long way. So that's a little easier to read than the other one. But these are all the Build-A-Flower. And as with my previous two videos, I am going to choose one stamp set to highlight. I decided to go ahead and do the lavender for my Build-A-Flower. So I used this stamp set and I used this die. One of the things that I didn't realize when I went to use this is that the stem on this lavender has to be stamped in a certain way. I didn't do that. So what happened was I had to decapitate all of the ones that I had stamped in order to turn my stem in the right direction. So please don't make the mistake I made. Go ahead and cut out the die so you'll know in which direction to place your stamps for doing it. So in order to save the day, I had to decapitate those flower heads, but I went ahead and stuck them down behind this Tim Holtz embossing folder that I'd run through with color, and it left it white. So I put a slit there and just stuck those down inside. This is a stamp from the set. The butterflies are from a Martha Stewart punch. Another one I did, I wanted some feedback from the kiddo on it, because initially I had done a bunch of these that I just cut out in white. I went ahead and stamped the bottom, but I left the top blank because I kind of liked it. So I was creating a card and he said, no, you need to do something with that. And I said, okay, you're annoying me. So here's what I did with it. I went ahead and mixed in some Flower Soft and some Tim Holtz Rock Candy Glitter to create those flower heads. So they are very dimensional. This is a Cuttlebug background, I believe, that I inked the folder in blue. This is just a floral Sizzix spray I stuck on the back. Some more Martha Stewart butterflies. Thinking of You came from the stamp set, those Dollar Tree ones. And these are popped up on foam dots. I like the way that came out. I wanted to stick with this on the side, but he said no, you need something on there. So this is the only one that I stamped one layer on, and then I covered it. So what I have remaining are some where I cut out the white, and I went ahead and inked it because I thought, well, what if I put this on a card and recess that back in? I could pop it up. I could either pop up the flower, or I could pop up the background and have it hover over it that way. Haven't decided exactly what I want to do with it, but that's an option that I have in mind for working with it. I do like that bear head. You could stamp a greeting onto that. Who knew? But my son vetoed it for this card and said, you need something on there. So that's what I did. This is what I created using the lavender Build-A-Flower. I actually do like it. I did not stamp this last one. I only did the first 4. And on the stems, I think I only did the 2. I don't think I did the 3rd one. And it turned out fine. You can barely tell. Well, I can barely tell. As always, thank you for joining me in the lab. Please be sure to check my blog at inkollusions.blogspot.com. Until then.